It's a week and a day removed from Thanksgiving, and yet I'm feeling awfully thankful for the sports we get to watch here in the next little bit. Get a bowl game for U of M. Get some decent Red Wings hockey. The Pistons are going to be in bracket play here in a little bit. I'm feeling pretty nice.
You forgot Michigan State's bowl game.
And that deserves the ball of shame. Welcome to the Mittcast.
And that's why y'all the common denominator in all these on-field fights. That's what
This was bound to be an episode.
You want to go there, we can go there.
Mitts off part 2? Leave a like if you want it, because there will be plenty to talk about. Anyway.
Starting with the Pistons.
There you go.
The pistol.
Since we didn't have a preview last week, we're going to encompass the games that normally would be previewed previously. So the Pistons play the Bucks in their final NBA Cup group play game.
Come on, baby, let's go.
They play at the Celtics, at the Knicks, and then the Utah Jazz. So they got 4 games.
I am illegally streaming all of those.
Sick.
By the time we come and record next time, they would have played 3 of them. They legitimately might not win one of the next 3 games. Just being completely honest, considering it's the Bucks, Celtics, Knicks. I know the Bucks haven't been great this season. They still do have Giannis. They still do have Dame. So, they also have Doc Rivers as their coach. So, who knows?
He is not Clippers, Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers is...
But he is past his prime by about 3 shelf cycles.
No, that man was carried to a championship. I could do a mitts off by myself of me arguing air about Doc Rivers.
He got
I
experience
actually kind of
with
want to
Doc
see that.
Rivers. He's got experience, all right?
I do.
I kind of want to just set Zach up in a room with a camera and watch that happen.
But talking about the Pistons, if you can get a win, perfect. That's great. But if you can get 2, whoo,
Wouldn't that be a thing?
3 is not going to happen. I'm just going to be...
Hey,
Gonna stop the optimism there.
don't stop believing.
Call my shot.
It's a wagon.
They beat the Bucks, go undefeated in group play.
Oh,
I think that's the one that they'd be
Yeah.
likely to win. Then obviously you have the Jazz. I think they should beat the Jazz. The Jazz are one of the worst teams in the NBA this year, so that one should be a quick, easy W. Plus it's at home, so
Jameis Winston.
Who do the Jazz have?
That's a W.
Laurie Markkinen.
yeah, that's good question.
Laurie Markkinen.
Who do the Jazz have?
Hero said, "Who does the Jazz have?"
And Cade's going to tame the Nova Knicks.
How you gonna be the second team in Utah, the original, and you're not even the best one? That's tough.
Well, I mean, they were pretty good, but
They were pretty good. The Utah Hockey Club is making them look stupid.
They ain't got no more
well,
time
you know,
Mitchell.
they had to get rid of their core wasn't working anymore. They kind of had to break it up because
Rudy Gobert.
there was
Donovan
beef
Mitchell.
between Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. So, I mean, it's just a natural progression of a team throughout the course.
Every
of,
team goes through
you know,
ebbs and flows.
NBA's
rises
full of
and
divas.
falls.
This
you
is
know.
just one of the.
Sam should get a degree in sports management.
Fuck that.
Bro said ebbs and flows.
The Timberwolves are regretting taking on Rudy Gobert.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, I think anybody could have told you that.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to add to the Pistons. Just
Win some games,
win
please.
out of the first 3, win at least 1. Overall, in this 4-game stretch, win 2. That's all I gotta say.
Why are they the Celtics and not the Celtics?
Because spelling is
Boston.
hard and pronunciation's even
Because
harder.
Boston. Bostonians.
Bostonians. All right.
Yep.
Your cousin from Boston.
But the Red Wings,
Oh boy, howdy! We got a nice week stretch coming up.
yeah, there is
Saturday the 7th against the
5 games.
Colorado Avalanche. Scary. They've been wagons for the last half decade. Help.
Quick side note: they do play the Bruins tomorrow, and then when we're recording, so the 3rd, and they play the Senators on the 5th.
Those two are big division games. I would like to take both because Boston, new head coach, systems are changing a little bit. They did beat Montreal, I believe, last night, but you've got to take advantage of a couple of these Atlantic teams that are struggling with Detroit. Ottawa, what the fuck is your identity? I had no idea. That should be a fucking W and a half.
Wait a minute. Go Avalanche.
Wait a minute.
Wait, is that Prime Mello coming out onto the rink?
What? Sounds like a hat trick.
gets posterized. He put D-Boss back in the dungeon.
Oh dear Christ! Oh dear Christ! Can we make merch of just Dylan Larkin's head behind jail bars and it's just like D-Boss in the dungeon?
No, Carmelo Anthony.
100% get sued.
I'd do it. Anyway,
Carmelo Anthony.
Colorado-
posterizing Dylan Larkin.
Cease and desist from Dylan Larkin himself.
Colorado on the 7th. They're weird because they're really, really offensively hungry. Their goaltending is poop. They just traded for Nashville's backup. That's where their goaltending is at.
The best in the league.
I'd expect us to lose that one, but very similarly to the New Jersey game, I think it's going to be a close battle. I think the Red Wings are going to hold their own. Buffalo on the 9th. Please fucking beat this team. Holy sweet shit. It's like the Lions and the Seahawks. Yeah, why do we keep losing to these guys?
We beat him, though. We beat him.
It'll happen someday.
We whooped that ass for Megatron.
On the 12th, we take on Philly on the road. The only good thing this team has fucking going for them is Matvei Michkov. Your goalie is whatever was left after Carter Hart was exiled from the planet Earth for
Carter Hart.
reasons I'm legally not allowed to disclose on this show.
Carhartt.
Carter Hart.
Carter Hart.
Carhartt.
Hot.
Carter Hart.
I want to.
Yeah, he plays in the KHL because he gets handsy.
I would really, really hope we beat Philly, but Matvei Michkov is going to be fun to watch. I'm going to have fun watching that game regardless. The big problem with these games coming up. Alex Lyon, as of this morning, Monday, was placed on IR. No idea his return. Cam Talbot, last afternoon, against Vancouver, was pulled halfway through the second period with what appeared to be a torn groin muscle of some variety, if not torn, just pulled. He left on his own merit. Ville Husso came in relief, looked less than stellar. I'm not worried about Ville Husso taking the starting reins for a hot minute. Under emergency conditions, the Red Wings have called up goaltender Sebastian Kosa.
Watch this motherfucker get drafted.
I'm worried. Because I trust Yzerman alone not to test him unless they have to.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is not ready for the NHL yet. Next year he will be. He is the starter in Grand Rapids. He has looked good. He will put up competent numbers, and people will insist he's ready. He is 21. He's not ready. Goalies don't develop that fast.
You're not ready.
Also, we have no return date set for Patrick Kane the last I checked. We've been playing okay without him. I'm not worried about it. Goaltending is going to be a serious issue. And these next coming games are going to be very telling of whether we're really sad to be Red Wings fans right now and just begging their goalies to get healthy, or if we're going to manage and we have some competent depth that steps up. I don't know.
Prevail.
All I know, and this is where I'll end it, this is Ville Husso's time for redemption. Alex Lyon and Cam Talbot are both out of your way. Win some fucking games, dude. This is your time to show that you are an NHL goalie. His performance against the Canucks, I was not happy with. That overtime winner, get your goddamn glove up. Stop it. Rookie mistakes. I need him to play well. Mentally, I need him to play well. That's where I end it.
Well, gentlemen, it's been a minute. We might be a little rusty. I think it's time that we step back into the kitchen and
If there's
cook
rust on your spatula, I am concerned.
I just have one request that means echo at the same time since we had the same bet.
We do have
but
the
maybe
same
different
bet.
picks.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, all the
Same
time.
same vibe.
Did you all do all the G5 ones too?
I did the American and Mountain West.
Okay, well I did all of them. So
I did not do all of them. So get
Bro
those
said
get those ones out of the way
West.
because I didn't do those. I didn't do the Mac or
So let's. You
You-
guys go first.
you.
I just yapped for a little while. You can go.
All right. So
Boom, boom.
You know,
Bam.
we got my old 5-leg parlay, NFL moneyline parlay.
You and I are on similar beats this week, then.
Eagles over Panthers minus
Yup.
650. Bengals over the Cow Babies minus 265. Steelers over the Browns minus 290. Bucks over Raiders minus 298. Dolphins over the Jets minus 278. Parlay comes out to plus 288. $2 gets you 776. I don't think this is gonna be included in the episode, but fuck, I saw a parlay on DraftKings. It was Sonic and Knuckles to combine for 200 plus rushing yards
Game.
against the Packers.
It's
At
not going to
plus-
happen, but I love the optimism.
At plus 650. I don't think I placed that bet, but I kind of wanted to.
I might.
I think I might place a $2 Tony on it for fun. Anywho, 8-leg parlay, NFL money line. Bucks over Raiders, Steelers over Browns. You can't lose to Jameis Winston twice, right? Right.
Right?
Eagles over Panthers, Vikings over Falcons, Dolphins over Jets, Saints over Giants, Bills over Rams, and Bengals over Cowboys. A combined plus 1,059. $2 Tony could walk away with 23.19.
Don't ever fuck with your boo.
Big money.
That's a Monsters Inc. We got a 23.19. Think about that.
All right. So I
What is bro yapping about in that mic over there?
Who knows?
Don't
Uh,
worry
so
about
I went through. I did the other ones, updated it. So now 9-leg parlay, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So 9-leg. Let's go through them timeline wise. So Tulane versus Army.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I got Army.
I got Tulane.
UNLV, Boise State. I loved them all season. Give me UNLV.
I got Boise State.
Ashton Zenti Ho.
Then the last one on Friday, we have Jacksonville State versus Western Kentucky. I took Jacksonville State.
I took Jacksonville State.
Moving on to Saturday, we have Iowa State, Arizona State. Give me the Cyclones to make the playoffs.
I came off my lovers. Give me the Sun Devils, led by former MSU QB Sam Levitt.
Then in Ford Field, we have Ohio taking on Miami of Ohio. I took Ohio.
I took Miami of Ohio.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And then the big one of the big ones, we have Texas, Georgia. I took Texas.
I took Texas.
And then
If there's a Miami of Ohio, is there a Cleveland of Florida?
No.
And then
There should be.
Marshall versus Louisiana. I took Louisiana.
I took the Raging Cajuns.
And then Clemson versus the Ponycocks. I went the Ponycocks.
I went with the Ponycocks.
And
How
then
about them
Penn State
Ponycocks?
versus Oregon. I went Oregon.
What? I went Penn State. I'm just kidding. I went Oregon.
Penn State with the upset of the fucking year.
I wouldn't necessarily call it the upset of the year.
No,
You wanna
we the
bet?
Spoilermakers.
I think we already saw the upset of
they
the
ain't
year
no
this
spoiler
past
makers.
weekend. But moving on from that, it's time to spotlight a game.
Hot light, flashlight, spotlight.
I'll start this time. We mentioned it. We just talked about it. I'm going Boise State UNLV. Boise State currently is 4-point favorites. Over under is at 58.5. It's a rematch from earlier on in the year. I believe in UNLV.
Give me SMU Clemson ACC title game.
Ooh.
It's going to be fireworks. That SMU offense. However, they do not have any wins over any current top 25
Correct.
teams.
I don't know what to tell you, Bubba.
I got the Browns versus the Steelers.
Not again.
I want to see it.
Pray they don't put
I know a Steelers fan. I want to see them lose again.
Pray they don't put my boy Jameis Winston in the snow. I ain't never seen a man that happy.
I, mean,
I am
still
just blessed.
snow ain't just some shit.
He said, I am just blessed the Lord. Let me play in the snow. My spotlight, we mentioned it earlier. I want it to be a good game. Saturday night,
Jameis Winston.
Red Wings against Avalanche.
That's how bro be talking. We're getting TikTok content. Don't worry about us. We're giving Sam a job.
Dun, dun, dun. Mittcast professional Minecrafter. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, Red Wings and Avalanche. I want it to be a good game, thus I am wishing it into existence.
Well,
I get to edit you, buddy. Chop, chop.
we escaped prison after our terrible cooking jobs.
What's
Got out of the spotlight. Now we're gonna hit up the stock market. Samuel, hit us off.
I am not on my
Lead us
Jordan
off.
Belfort shit.
all right? Hear me out. With Matt Eberflus gone, it can only go up for the Bears.
Yeah, they're
I'm
gonna get
buying
Ben
in.
Johnson.
I'm buying it.
You know what? I respect the shit out of that.
It's a small buy-in, but I expect to see dividends out of it.
Okay. Who,
It's like you put in $1, you're gonna pull out at $1.25. You know.
and
Like
They're
it's-
gonna beat us in Chicago because of this.
what else, Sam?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, sell that motherfucker.
I know
I
what's
fucking
happening.
hate that motherfucker. Sell his
No,
ass.
I know
You were
what's happening.
supposed to be mine.
No, she was supposed to be mine.
No, I wanted Josh Allen.
Y'all
I
sound like
want
Shamik
Haley.
Moore for real. Y'all sound like Shamik Moore.
Mine.
He was supposed to be mine.
Live, learn, adapt. Shut your goofy ass up.
But not
I'm
like
Josh Allen.
he had
I'm
a-
the king of my city. I get to run around and throw football passes for touchdowns, and I get to marry every damn Phil.
projecting much.
Just a little.
You thought it was a movie theater the way this bitch projecting. That shit crazy. That was
but-
wild. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Oh my god.
I really like Josh Allen.
That is
Especially after
genuine
last game.
hatred.
We need to keep a watch on him, make sure he doesn't leave the state for any reason. Say, hey, I got to go to Buffalo, New York for
He
no
doesn't
reason.
even have
How's this
to.
anklet
Buffalo's
look
coming
with
to
these
Detroit.
pants?
Coming to Detroit.
How's these anklet look with these pants? You know, don't worry about the flashing red light on them. It's fine.
But yeah, he had a throwing touchdown, a receiving touchdown.
So I'm confused. Are you
Russian-
buying or selling?
Russian
I'm buying.
touchdown?
I'm buying.
Okay.
I like Josh Allen.
Good for him.
He's still my Pookie though.
That's my MVP if Jared Goff isn't in the race.
Colby, who you buying? Who you selling? Who you holding?
Fine future of Michigan State football. I believe it's gonna get better.
Hey, believing is half the battle.
Selling on UConn basketball and Dan Hurley. He's a bitch. Straight up. Did y'all see that interview? I am never doing a three game MTE ever again. We will never be doing that. Not as long as I'm the coach here. We're only gonna do home and homes and single game events at big time centers. Wow, the Lakers really missed. They really dodged a big bullet there by not hiring him.
You know what?
Hiring
And
JJ
I really
Redick
thought it was
instead.
going to be the other way around. That is kind of tragic, isn't it?
Anyways, back to
Oh no, we have to play through adversity. Wham, wham, wham.
Shut up.
Literally the back defending national champion.
And they went-
UConn.
and they went 0-3 in Maui.
Hmm? How bizarre is that?
Anyways, pick.
That I heard about.
All right.
CBD.
I'm gonna sell on the 49ers. Their season's cooked.
The
Let's be- just
fraudy
be real.
Niners?
I wouldn't even call it fraud. The injured 49ers. And
The
then
Hurdy Niners?
when it comes to the American, I'm gonna sell on just the conference as a whole. I get you guys lost, and we're a few years removed from it now. I get you guys lost, Cincinnati, UCF, and Houston, but you guys just haven't seemed to recover since then. You guys, the American was basically a pseudo power conference. Now it's kind of fallen off back into the group of 5 ranks. So I'm gonna sell on them as a conference. Tony.
I can't focus with Colby looking like that.
He's twitching.
Okay. Okay.
He's doing all this for something that's not even gonna be on the screen. That's crazy.
That is tough. I am buying into MSU hockey. Didn't expect them to be as tough as they are, but you know how we make jokes about Big Ten football? Motherfucker, put that on ice. That is what MSU is. This is grit. This is determination. This is depth at all levels. Motherfuckers are performing. And I love Troy Augustine, Red Wings product. Give me that guy. And I am selling, very understandably, on Chris motherfucking Illich. Get out of my city. Your dad was our hero, and you might be our downfall. Get out. Get out! Yep. Done with this man.
Man,
Done with this man.
we've done a great job in this segment, really highlighting the other teams outside of this state.
Nope. Don't care.
I do.
Sam, you did a great job.
Hey, I needed my moment.
All right.
I have not been angry enough at Chris Illich.
Moving on to talking about Sparty full time. I'll let Colby lead us off there.
That cough fit was for MSU football. Alrighty then. Now let's get into basketball because that's the only thing I'm all versed in right now for Michigan State, baby.
I got your hockey stuff when you're ready.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
A little back and forth action here.
Yeah, Kentucky Fried Fuck, baby. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, fuck. Kentucky
What?
Fried Chicken, baby. Yeah,
What?
fuck.
Colby's unhinged this episode. Holy
am.
shit.
Anyways, we are starting Big Ten play. Let's fucking go. Upcoming Wednesday, December 4th, Michigan State will take on 6-3 Minnesota. Michigan State currently stands at 6-2 on the Big Ten Network. And now for the games that will be happening after the preview comes out. Yay! Nebraska, who is 6-1. They've been a pretty decent team recently. It's going to be at noon Saturday, December 7th on the Big Ten Network. So I'm going to do some double duty with the conference championships there. Honestly, a game they should probably win. I know they don't have the fucking Asian Steph Curry no more. God damn it. I hated that motherfucker. Passion. I hated that dude. I don't even remember his name, but I fucking hated him. He dropped the power of the sun on the
Oh,
States.
with a nickname like the Asian Steph Curry. I can't imagine how much this man haunted your nightmares.
Nebraska's leading point scorer, Bryce Williams, who is a guard for them, averaging 18.4 a game through 7 games.
Oh.
So I'm interested to see how Jane Akins, Jeremy Fears, Trey Holloman, and Jace Richardson match up with him and how they tend to stop him. They might start Holloman in this because Holloman's probably our best guard defender. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Holloman on him pretty much all game long. Their lead rebound getter, Burke. Holy fuck. Buyutunkaneko from Turkey. Please, how would you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, let me see this.
How would you pronounce that?
Buyuktanuckle?
That felt racist.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
No, I was just making throat sounds.
Anyways, he's 6'10". He matches up well with our centers and other forwards.
Where do they grow these kids? What do they put in the water?
That's what a lot of forwards and
What's in
centers.
these Wheaties?
A lot of forwards and centers are that tall. That's
Yeah,
not,
I know.
that's
I'm
not-
used to
that's not-
hockey,
that's
where the
not
tallest guy
average.
you see is like 6'6".
And
I'm
then
used to the real world.
they're
I'm used to walking
Leading,
around Kroger.
their leading assist guy only has 2.6 per game, so kind of seems like they don't have a centralized point guard really. So interesting to see how that goes.
They just be yucking that shit and hope for the best, huh?
They're definitely a big man team, while Michigan State tends to be a little man team. We don't have really a great
man, little
recent
man.
history of forwards and
This-
centers.
that should also be a decent preview into what Michigan State will look like because Michigan's a very tall team as well.
And then we won't get to this team in the review next week, but MSU versus Oakland.
Where's my bucket hat?
Hit me with a hockey, buddy.
Let's go Golden Grizzlies.
So, got a pair of games on the 6th, Friday, 7th, Saturday. Both of them in Wisconsin
Yeah, they're both at Wisconsin.
against Wisconsin. First one's on the Big Ten Network. Second one, I don't fucking know.
Probably on Big Ten Plus.
Yeah.
Is the first one Big Ten Plus?
First one's Big Ten Plus. Second one's Big Ten Network.
I messed that up. My fault.
You did.
See, Wisconsin's a good team. I believe they're ranked top 10 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Problem with Wisconsin is they kind of rely on like 3 or 4 guys. That kind of play against MSU isn't going to fare well for them. Because MSU, they've got 2 lines that can score, from my understanding. I haven't watched much of their gameplay this year personally, but 2 lines that can score and 2 lines that'll shut you the fuck down. So it's most likely going to be Wisconsin's first line hits the ice, trying to line match against anything but MSU's third line. The third line for MSU will come out and try to shut them down do the best they can, but it's going to be a lot of praying you can do that change up on the fly because Wisconsin will have home ice advantage and have last change. So I wouldn't be surprised if these are close games, but I would fully expect Troy Augustine to stand on his fucking head and both of these be MSU wins.
Like a Monroe St. Brown?
You know it, buddy.
You don't block goals like that?
Hmm?
That goes less than that, though.
Except his legs are probably spread out a little bit, so he look like a Y.
This visual in my head is awesome.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
And on a goalie helmet, too, that motherfucker would spin like a top.
Beyblade, let it rip.
Let's fight in every... Sorry.
We got no score predictions to do for MSU. It's kind of sad that we're done doing
Mittcast
the.
Beyblade tournament.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
is
ain't
it?
doing that shit for basketball.
Yeah, no,
We're
that's
not doing
it's
that shit
gonna
for
be.
basketball.
97 to 84.
Yeah, no, not doing that shit for
I
basketball.
mean, we could do like a record prediction, but it's not the same.
It's
Yeah,
not the
We
same.
could do like
It's not
the
the same.
what do you think the week will look like, but not the same.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah,
well.
well, let's give Michigan a little bit more time here because, there's not much going on. Maybe
Well-
I'll start talking about wrestling next
Well-
week.
Hey! I
Before,
love that for you.
since you gave me
About
2 extra minutes, I'm going to take that 2 extra minutes and I'm going to touch on our D2 playoffs because unfortunately, none of the D3 teams made the playoffs this year. However, we had Ferris State and Grand Valley both make the playoffs. 2 weeks ago, Grand Valley played their first game against University of Indy. They won 24-7.
They showed up shirtless to that game.
No, this was the one last week that they showed up
Oh.
shirtless to against Harding, where they kind of got belt to ass, 44-26. Grand Valley lost, but just about 45 minutes up
Showed
the
up shirtless and then lost.
and then lost.
What a place to
But
be.
45 minutes up the road, there was even worse belt to ass that took place because Ferris State took on Central Oklahoma University,
Lord, please.
They
play
won.
These players.
78-17.
Not even a game. Not even close.
So
I saw this scoreline at Zach's on Saturday. I said, Jesus fucking Christ. Was this football or basketball? What is happening?
Yeah.
That would have been the score of the Chicago Bears versus the Alabama Crimson Tide right there.
yeah,
That
so
legitimately would have been the score of
Yeah.
the Bears versus the Crimson Tide.
so it was 41-17 at halftime, and then Ferris
I'm not being funny. The
Proceeded to
Bears
s-
would win that game.
proceeded to score another 35
Ferris
points.
said, hey, y'all thought we were taking the starters out.
Wait,
Think again, Bubba.
wait, the backups came in and scored for 35.
I have no idea if the backups came in or not, but
I'd imagine it's still
let
starters.
me check the box
just-
score real
Holy
quick.
shit.
They let their mountain-sized balls just hang out. They said, "Fuck it."
Kim and Dan Campbell run for their
Well,
money.
considering I would say probably not. They had Cannon Katzer had 12 carries for 200 yards.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
12 carries for
12.
12 carries for
12?
200 yards. Yeah.
That's
and 3 tutties.
So I was averaging-
yards.
Yeah, at 18 yards.
You
he
said
came.
how many
18.
tutties?
3.
Okay.
It gets better. Trinidad Chambliss had 18 carries for 116 yards and 4 tutties.
Jesus
Christ.
Um, which, by the
Tell
way,
me your D-line is shit.
But by the way,
Tell me your
Trinidad-
D-line is shit.
Trinidad is the quarterback
What?
I
Because-
beg your
because
absolutest
he
pardon.
went 9 for 18 for 203 yards and a touchdown. So,
What the fuck?
but and I know you guys aren't familiar. I was at Ferris. I've watched. That is very much the style of football that Tony and East runs. Is fuck it. The quarterback is our running back.
They were an army, but mine.
Alex Orji would thrive in the Ferris State offense because it's just running the ball with the quarterback.
What you
It's a
know
whole
about-
bunch
what
of
you know about
Read
QB
options.
sneak.
Yeah, no, it's a
Imagine-
whole bunch of read options.
Imagine the
It-
things Ferris could do with Bryson Daly back there. Because Alex Orji can't throw. Bryson Daly can.
Yeah. Jalen Milrow. Put Jalen Milrow in the Ferris State
Oh my
offense.
God.
That game would have been 140 to 17.
So yeah,
Louisville Lamar Jackson.
Ferris State takes
Prime Tim
on
All
Harding
right.
this Saturday
Jake
in the
Auburn
quarterfinals.
can't do it.
Just for you, Sam, since I know you like to talk about them a lot. Slippery Rock is in the quarterfinals of the D2 playoffs.
Yeah.
So
This guy's a Slippery Rock diehard.
Low key, I kind of want to go to a game.
it's only in Pennsylvania.
Hey, Bubba, we can make that road trip next year in December.
But moving on to Michigan, football game or football team bowl game. We'll know it next week. I've seen like 3 different projections. I've seen the Music City. I've seen Mayo Bowl. Which that's the one I kind of want.
The
Mayo-
Mountain Dew
Mayo
Baja
Bowl would be
Blast Bowl.
hilarious. And then, like I pointed out, by this point in the video, or when this comes out, it's the last day of early signing day. So we'll talk about that next week. When it comes to the hockey team, they travel to the number 4 team in the country. They will take on Minnesota in their barn. So should be interesting.
In their barn.
I do
Good
worry
matchup there.
because the Golden Gophers are holy fucking shit. Do they always have a team?
Something about these
They just have-
northern
they just go
schools just
outside.
having
Yeah,
really
something-
good hockey teams.
If I had to wager a guess, it's going to be a split series.
It's like all
U of M
these
takes the first, Minnesota
states
takes the
played
second.
hockey since they were
Scores
children.
will be in order of games played.
The fuck?
6-4 and 5-2.
There you go.
That's going on my parlay.
The women's basketball team takes on 3-3 Northwestern on Sunday, and that's the only game they have.
Dubskis.
When it comes to the men's basketball team, they have one Tuesday, as in 3 days ago when this video comes out, and then they have 2 after. So the one that will come out, or that happens before this video comes out, is Michigan is traveling to the number 11 team in the country. They are traveling to take on Wisconsin. 6-1 Michigan against 8-0 Wisconsin on fucking Peacock, bro. So that's gonna be
Come on,
annoying.
Peacock.
That's why I can't
on
watch none of
Peacock.
these damn games.
Yeah, it's gonna be annoying. But then on Saturday they take on Iowa, 6-1 Iowa, and then on Tuesday of next week, or Tuesday as in 3 days from now, when the video comes out, they are taking on Arkansas in the Jimmy V Classic in Madison Square Garden.
John Calipari.
Yeah.
Beat his ass, please. Fuck that dude.
So
John Calipari.
I think it's just it's a 3-game stretch. It's a hell of a 3-game stretch, and
Yeah, it's gonna be
it's
fun.
This will kind of say a lot about the Michigan basketball team this year, because right now in my head they are anywhere from a 7 to 10 seed in the March Madness tournament,
I
and
would agree with that.
if you're probably expected to lose to Wisconsin and probably beat Iowa and beat Arkansas. So if you can come away 2-1, you're probably about what people expect. If you can somehow sneak away a win at Wisconsin, people will start looking at Michigan a lot more, because playing at Wisconsin is always very, very hard, because Wisconsin's always a very good basketball team. They're a basketball school.
Basketball.
They always
school.
show up.
There it is. I was waiting for you to say
So
it.
I do want to point out, Michigan State is technically ranked 26th in the nation. I think Michigan is currently ranked 29th, technically,
wouldn't be
based on
that
votes.
feels
I
right.
think.
I'll
I
double check that.
Man, them sound like arbitrary numbers to me, Bubba.
know MSU for
Well,
sure.
I mean, the arbitrary number is that it stops at 25. That's an arbitrary number in and of
Yeah.
itself.
I was right.
Stats,
Bang.
man. Colby the stats,
So, yeah.
man.
I knew for sure for Michigan State because they were the first one there.
If Michigan
Gosh, on Michigan.
beats Wisconsin, I would not be surprised if they jumped up into. They'll jump way up into the top 25 probably, especially if you go turn on beat Iowa.
shocked.
Because
The UConn's still ranked, and Michigan State is not ranked over UConn. But whatever.
UConn's gonna get some of that
0-3
benefit.
in
Of the,
Maui is nuts.
well, they're gonna get the benefit of the doubt for being
They
back-to-back
dropped
champions.
23 spots.
They're
How can they
you're-
drop 24?
You're gonna give them. Oh, and then Arkansas is 27, so they're right behind you guys in the rankings.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some ranked Michigan State, Michigan matchups here.
I would
later.
Yeah,
love
we'll,
that.
we'll start seeing them again, which those are always must see TV.
How can you not be ranked with a guy on your roster named Fat Brooks?
Yeah, Fat's a phenomenal name.
It is
All
It is.
time
Fat
basketball name, Fat
Fat
Brooks.
Fat.
Given to me.
Ball, ball.
PhD,
Ball, ball.
PhD.
PhD.
Yeah, like, girl, that shit fat. That kind of fat.
Yeah,
Fat Brooks with a PhD would go crazy.
Yeah, it's just early on in the season still. But with what
That's Dr. Fat to you.
Soon to become Professor Fat.
I'm fucking lightheaded. That is outrageous.
But anyways, with this 3-game stretch,
Dude, what is this laugh that Tony unlocked?
in the 3-game stretch that follows? I
Just keep
think
pushing.
I think this is a very make or break stretch for the basketball season this year because the 3 games that follow is Oklahoma and the Jumpman Invitational, Purdue, Fort Wayne, and then Western Kentucky. So this is a make or break stretch, even though it's early on in the season. It will be something that you can either look back and point and go, that's what gave us the momentum for the Big Ten play throughout the rest of the season, or you're gonna look back and go, that's what killed the momentum that the team built and tried to carry from November on.
I'm no sports guy, but I think you'd rather gain momentum than lose it.
Yeah.
Actually.
But with that,
Professor Fat disagrees.
I don't have anything else left to add. We appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, subscribe.
Oh, one more thing to add. I really hope that Michigan finds their way into the Snoop Dogg Bowl somehow.
The Snoop Dogg Bowl, is that a thing? I want to see it.
I don't know what the affiliations are for that one, so
I would love it
know
if the
I
The
winner.
could
Snoop Dogg Bowl at Mr. Worldwide Arena.
I would love it if the winner has Snoop Dogg present them a big fat
But joint.
blunt. Can we say that on YouTube?
I think
so.
you can.
Big fat blunt.
I
mean,
literally
fat
mentioned
marijuana
I mentioned
cigarette.
worse things in the Red Wings
Was,
segment, so I think we're okay.
But yeah, we appreciate you being here. Like, subscribe, share it with your dog, share it with your cat. If you got a goldfish, just prop that bitch up. Let them watch. You never know.
Start cold calling your neighbors from before you move to where you currently live.
Maybe, just
Not a bad shout.
next time you're, hanging out with your girlfriend, your friend, just pop open their phone, go on to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Don't do anything illegal, though.
You know what?
But most
Subscribe to whatever
importantly-
profile was last logged in on the computer at the public library. Go
There you
get
go.
into it.
But most importantly, hit that bell.
Hit the bell.
That
Appreciate
annoying
you.
squirrel that you see eating the food off of your bird feeder, yeah, make him hit that bell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Fuck that squirrel. Oh. Colby is the squirrel on the bird feeder. Look at him go.
I can't make a squirrel sound.
We're fucking.
1, 2, and 3 to the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg is up there on that.